This is Neil's on Dynasty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Buy some silver and some platinum. Be kind, helpful, and grateful, because it's better than being a jerk. And take care of your neighborhood. Run for local office. If you want to make change, if you want to see change, and you don't like what you're seeing, here's a thought. Do something. Wow. Interesting concept. But if that's too much for you, that's cool. Let's see what other people are doing. That's kind of sort of why you're watching anyhow. So here you go. This is about the Defense Minister of China. Let's see here. The Defense Minister of China is missing, and he got sacked. This is like 10 minutes ago. Hold on a second. The fan's too loud. I need to turn the fan off, or else you guys won't be able to hear this. So here's the show.
To begin with what's being called the mystery in Beijing. The plot is thickening. If Xi Jinping is the master magician, then China's defense minister is his latest trick. His name is Li Shangfu, and he is still missing. The latest reports say he has been sacked, but they don't answer some very basic questions like why. Also, where has he gone? But then again, we've seen the same script before. Same script, different protagonist. In the month of June, in fact, it was China's foreign minister. His name was Qin Gang. He too went missing. And then he was sacked. He's still missing. And now Defense Minister Li Shangfu is missing. Has he too been sacked? Well, we don't know for sure, and Beijing will not say. Listen to their response.
Where is China's Defense Minister Li Shangfu? Is he under investigation?
I'm not aware of the situation you mentioned.
This is remarkable. Two top ministers of China go missing, and Beijing's official spokesperson is clueless. She says, I'm not aware of the situation. Like always, there is an information vacuum, and this is fueling a lot of speculation. Defense Minister Li Shangfu has not been seen for over 2 weeks now. When was his last public appearance? In late August. He gave a speech at a China-Africa Security Conference, and since then he has not been seen. Neither has Beijing spoken about it. So China watchers are now retracing Li's steps. That's how they're trying to join the dots. Li Shangfu had a packed schedule. In recent weeks, he had meetings lined up. Last week, he was supposed to be in Vietnam. What for? A defense cooperation meeting. China and Vietnam were supposed to discuss their border. Li had to meet the defense leaders of Vietnam. This was supposed to be a 2-day engagement. The dates were 7th and 8th September. But just before the event, Li pulled out. Beijing told Hanoi, the defense minister will not be able to come. Reason? Health condition. This is according to 2 Vietnamese officials. Does this ring a bell? It's like a story that's running on loop. When Qin Gang disappeared, China gave the same excuse. They said the minister is not keeping well. The story was hard to swallow then, and this one is equally tough to digest. In recent days, Defense Minister Li has missed more engagements. The Navy Chief of Singapore was in China. His name is Rear Admiral Shane Watt. He visited Beijing for 5 days, from 4th to 9th September. And the defense minister, Li Shangfu, was supposed to meet him too. But he did not show up. Even Singapore was taken by surprise. They haven't issued an official statement, but some reports have come out. They quote officials off the record. The Rear Admiral wanted to meet Defense Minister Li. The meeting was part of their official schedule, but it did not happen. We are not sure if China gave a reason for the no-show, and the record does not inspire confidence. Beijing has a history of being evasive, especially about such disappearances. So don't expect them to make a statement on Li's whereabouts. The information is flowing from other sources, like the United States of America. They seem to have insider info, and they say the Chinese defense minister could be under house arrest. I'll repeat that. The Chinese defense minister could be under house arrest. This has come from a top US diplomat. His name is Rahm Emanuel. He's the US ambassador to Japan, and he's been very vocal on this issue. In fact, it was this ambassador, he was the first person to shine light on Li's disappearance. He posted about it on social media a few days back, and now he says the minister is under house arrest. Notice the language he uses, quite unusual for a diplomat. But such are the times we live in. The US government has made an assessment. They have reason to believe that Li Shangfu is under investigation and that he's been sacked. So Li is no longer China's defense minister. That's what America says. China has not confirmed or denied this. What is Li being investigated for? Most likely a procurement scam. You see, before becoming the defense minister, Li Shangfu managed the PLA's procurement unit, the Chinese Army's procurement unit. And recently there were reports of corruption related to this unit. China has begun an investigation. So has the defense minister been purged? We may never get an official answer. Remember, the foreign minister has been gone for 3 months. He has not resurfaced, and Beijing has not bothered to explain what happened. That's how Xi Jinping operates. He skipped the G20 summit, no reasons given. His top ministers are missing, no explanation. This is both baffling and worrying. This unpredictability and lack of accountability poses a threat to the world. Imagine this from the perspective of a country like India. We share a 3,000-kilometer long border with China. There's a standoff, 3 years and counting. Last month, there was an agreement to de-escalate. Now the defense minister is MIA, missing in action. Where does that leave the border talks? Who should New Delhi engage with? At this rate, can you count on any minister in China or on any decision that they agree to? These are questions I'm sure the whole world is asking. What do you make of a country where the top businessmen go missing, where film stars and sports icons disappear, where top ministers vanish without a trace? It's unstable and dangerous, especially when it's the second largest economy in the world.
You know, I was going to make that point too, but she made it for me. But I'm sure other people didn't grab a hold of what that point was. But, you know, what's up with the talks? I know, God bless him, love the guy, he's a great guy. Rick Rule, or not Rick Rule, Andy Sheckman was like, you know, nothing's going to happen between China and India because they're like 72,000 rounds of talks, and these people are talking, these people are talking. 2 of the people that are talking just came up missing in the past 2 months. So, and those are top people that were talking peace with India, came up missing. So now there's 2 less people talking peace with India. Man, I really do hope that the right people get information before they come to conclusions. You know, I don't know. But anyhow, we shall see. I'm going to watch me some Ralphie Farber on Arcadia Economics. You guys have a nice night.